Hello, I am Miss Cindy and I'm here to do a story for you. I'm excited to be here at Explorers Academy, and we have a picture of a cat that we're going to look at, and we have a story that we're going to read, and I'm very excited to be here. Before we get started, let's all stand up and stretch. I won't stand up because then I'll go out of the frame of the camera, but let's stand up and stretch, shake our wiggles out. I'm gonna set my book down here for just a minute while we do two little hands go clap, clap, clap. Two little feet go tap, tap, tap. Two little fists go thump, thump, thump. Two little feet go jump, jump, jump. One little child turns round and round, and one little child sits quietly down. Well, I said that we had a picture of a cat to look at. Now, there are different cats. There are cats that we have at our house. Some of them have short hair, some of them have long hair. There are big cats out in the wild. There are bobcats, there are cougars. This cat is an ocelot. Can you say that out loud? Ocelot. So it is not a cat that you would have at home. It's a cat that would be out in the wild. And the story that I have for you today is called They All Saw a Cat, and it is by Brendan Wenzel. Now, this is a really great story because when we look at things, we all see something different. We don't all look at things the same way, and that's what we're going to see in They All Saw a Cat. So let's open it. I see cat hair on the end pages. I see a collar and a bell, and I see a cat. The cat walked through the world with its whiskers. I see whiskers, and its ears, and its paws. And you can see that little cat collar on there with the bell. Does it look like a short cat, a long cat? In this picture, it looks like it's a long cat, doesn't it? The child saw a cat. Look at that. He's petting the cat. Uh-oh, the dog saw a cat. Now the cat looks a little bit different because the cat looks like it is afraid. And the dog looks like you're in my space. So I think the cat's gonna move on. Let's see who sees it next. Cat went outside and a fox saw a cat. Yes, they all saw the cat. It's the very same cat. Now, does it look like it did in our very first picture? Let's sneak back here. It looks a little bit different, doesn't it, than it did in our very first picture. Let's see who else sees this cat. The cat walked through the world with its whiskers, its ears, and paws. And the fish saw a cat. Now look at how the fish is seeing the cat. Big yellow eyes, whiskers. But I think we need to remember that fish is in a fishbowl and he's looking out through water. So that cat doesn't look the same to him, does it? And the mouse saw a cat. Now, if you were a mouse and you saw a cat, it would look very scary, wouldn't it? It would have long claws and big teeth. Wow. And the bee saw a cat. Now, bees have different eyes altogether than what humans do. What does it look like the bee is seeing when it sees the cat? It looks like it's seeing a lot of dots, doesn't it? I bet you could draw a really cool looking cat with lots of dots. But they all saw the same cat. Let's see who sees it next. The cat walked through the world with its whiskers and its ears and its paws. And a bird saw the cat. Now the bird is seeing the cat from way up in the tree, so the cat looks very small to the bird. The bird looks big and the cat looks small, doesn't it? And the flea saw a cat. Now here's our flea. We'll get it over here. There's our little tiny flea. And all that the flea is seeing of the cat is the cat fur. Look at that. I don't think the flea is seeing the cat ears or the whiskers or the paws. And the snake saw a cat. Look at how we think the snake might see a cat. And the skunk saw a cat. Now, if I were the cat and I saw a skunk, I would probably be running away, wouldn't you? And the worm saw a cat. And the bat saw a cat. And the bat is seeing the cat at night because bats are awake at night and sleep during the day. They all saw the cat. Can you believe they are all seeing the very same cat and it just looks so different? Look at that. Yes, they all saw a cat. And these are just some of the ways that everyone saw it and it all looked a little bit different. A child, a dog, a fox, a fish, a mouse, and a bee, and a bird, and a flea, and a snake, and a skunk, and a worm, and a bat all saw the cat. The cat knew them all, and they all knew the cat. And the cat walked through the world with its whiskers, ears, and paws. And then it came to the water. Have you ever looked in the water? Sometimes when you look in the water, your face looks all wiggly. How do you think the cat is going to see itself in the water? Are you ready? Look what the cat saw. That's crazy, isn't it? They all saw a cat. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed our story, They All Saw a Cat. I hope you've enjoyed looking at our picture. Do you remember what that's called? It's called an ocelot. So it's a cat from the wild. You were such great listeners. I want to have you all stand up again and show me your nose. On my face I have a nose, and on my feet I have 10 toes. I have 2 eyes that I can blink, and here's my head so I can think. Here's my chin, and very near I have 2 ears so I can hear. I have 2 arms I reach up high, and with my hand I wave goodbye. Goodbye, and I hope to see you again soon.